what is this name? Cypha Omni? Is that how you say it?
And
I'm white, sorry.
I used to actually be the beatbox cat in the Cypha circles. And so that's where Cypha even came from.
Cypha Omni Podcast with your host, Cypha.
What it do, everybody? It's your boy Cypha Omni. Welcome back to the Cypha Omni Comedy Podcast, where everything is diverse, everything gets a little crazy. You know, if you're into it, I love it. Thank you for all the love and support. Been hitting some of these top lists for podcasts of the week. So definitely let's keep this well-oiled, greasy, sexy machine rolling, people. Let's get it going. Hope everybody's doing all right. I hope you took care of that rash back there and, you know, the little booty hole. Sometimes that, hey, you know, whatever you're into, that's what you're into. But, I mean, anyway, this podcast is with another one of my best friends, renowned drummer, producer, beat maker. The brother's multifaceted. Corey Young C. Rolfe, co-founder, CEO of Commission Entertainment. We go all the way back, at least a good 6-7 years of really building and pushing this and putting this thing together. You're going to love this podcast if you're a music head. If you're looking for some beats out there, you'll learn how to get a hold of him, and you'll learn how to get your A game up, and he'll make you step your pen game up if you want to fuck with his beats. I'm just trying to tell you that right now. Anyway, also check out DJ T-Rock's album, Undeniable, that's out there. He's getting a lot of exposure. He's getting a lot of press. He's out there grinding, doing his thing. Wichita-based brothers doing their thing. So please continue to support whoever it is you like out here. Support local music, wherever the fuck you are. I don't care if you're on the dark side of the moon, jacking off, looking at Pluto, okay? Just support your local music, all right? We're going to go ahead and get underway into this podcast. Be sure to hit me up at Cypha Omni at Facebook.com, or if you want to email me articles or content or comments, hit me up also at Cypha Omni Podcast at gmail.com. All right, motherfuckers, let's go ahead and strap in and get ready for takeoff. Episode number 6, Corey Young C. Rolfe. All right, bitches. Hope you're doing all right. Peace. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Cypha Omni back again. We sitting over here at Mixed Down Studios with world-renowned drummer, producer, grinder, magazine owner, Corey Young C. Rolfe. What's going on, bro? Ain't nothing, man, in the lab here with you, man, trying to get it in. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get these projects rolling. In case some of you motherfuckers didn't know, I do music too. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna set this down here by you, bro, so it'll pick you up a little bit, because I talk loud as hell. Okay, you know how I'm hard to mix. I ain't got to tell you that.
That's cool with me, man.
Man, so what's been new with you, brother?
Same old hustle, same old grind.
Yeah.
Yep. That's it, stand downs, man.
Yeah, man.
Standing 10 toes solid, ain't moving.
Unwavering, unshakable.
They say it takes, you know, anything solid, it just don't come to you. You got to work for it.
Absolutely.
That way you can see the repercussions and the benefits of it to the fullest, and man.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you one thing, man. You know how long we've been here, and you know how things done drifted. I should say shifted.
Yeah.
And actually transaction, man. But right now, man, things is lovely, man.
Yeah.
Things is lovely, and all you gotta do is Google Mixed Down Studios. You can Google Young C. You can Google.
I be telling everybody that too. Okay. You better use that Google, nigga.
You better use it. That'll tell you real stats right there. It also to tell you if we want to talk about stats, we can. You know, my brother just launched his album. He had over
Undeniable.
He had over 3,000 downloads within 24 hours.
Beautiful.
As far as on Dat Piff, you know what I mean. And
right.
So we got sponsored by Dat Piff and also as well. But you know, I like to let my actions speak for themselves. I don't really like to brag, man.
Right, man. We're not really braggers, man. We joke around and talk a little shit, but it's funny that you brought up, man. You know how long it's been, man. The process has been with us putting this together, man. I remember them late nights of just trying to find a building, man. When we was riding around town, like, what about this one? What about that one?
And I'm gonna tell the world like this that people don't really understand, like, you know. When you say you're going to do something and then, you know, you got other people, because it all sounds like a good idea, you know, as far as the getting together, meeting, and people like, man, let's go for it, man. We ain't got nothing to lose, man. But you know, you really find out who got your back on some issues. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you really do.
You know, you start off with a lot of people, and it really would have been nothing, you know, with the whole situation. And everybody really would have been seeing the repercussion and the benefits of the studio as of right now when we first started. But you know, I also realized that people say, you know, other people ain't gonna sow into your dream because it's not they dream, like it's your dream. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So therefore, you know, some people may not appreciate it, or some people, artists, that, you know, they may not understand it as well as you do. They may not see where it's gonna go like we do. You know what I mean? But you know, you've been down since day one, so you've seen the good in the, the bad.
We've been through the good, bad, and the ugly, man. I mean,
but right now, life is so good now. I treat myself to steaks every week off of the studio just to, you know, for real, to realize
I know that's right.
where a brother came from, man, because it ain't always been able to eat steaks, and it ain't always been gravy, man.
Man, you know what?
It's been like, sometimes it's been tough, man. I'm the type of dude that I don't really...
Look, them ramen noodles and baked potatoes, man. I mean, they carry a nigga like 5-star meals when them times is hard.
Yeah, that'd be the gourmet meal.
Yeah, when them times is hard, the ballparks and Frank.
Takes better than a T-bone.
But you know what?
Ramen noodles get the steak flavor. Get the steak flavor, season it, the chicken flavor somewhere. You know, people will take the noodles and cut up some polo sausages.
Look, some hot dogs, some Vienna. Oh, shit, nigga, what? Come on, man. Hey, look, and don't forget about sprinkling the little Lowry's in there if y'all need to sprinkle some Lowry's in it. Look, I've been trying to tell white folks about that Lowry.
Yeah, that's one thing. You take a gourmet meal and make something out of nothing when you got to. But I realized that, I try to do that, man, every week, because I don't ever want to forget where I come from, man.
That's beautiful, man. It's a humbling attitude to have,
man. You know, even some of the greatest around here, they'll tell you Wichita's not. It's a music spot, but it's not a spot to have a music studio that's gonna really boom.
To really pop.
Well, this one has.
Yes.
This one has went hard.
Mixed down.
We've done stuff with people that ain't even got a chance to do. We also. Of course, from when we first got in there, we built the booth in here. We bought our materials.
Yep.
We ain't had a loan. We paid rent every month.
Sure did.
On time.
Sure did.
I mean, even
drove it and gave it to the landlord in his hand.
Even if it be times where, I had to work stuff out with the landlord. But now, like I said, he came the other day. Man, I was just stopping in on you, man. And his conversation was, do you want to move to the front? Bigger square. I said, nah, I'm going to stay where I'm at. Let me just stay where I'm at. You know what I mean?
Right.
But, that's an humbling process to see that progress is being made, man.
Yeah, man. That's what it is, man. To back up what you were talking about a little bit ago, man, when we first started out, man, we started out in the shed behind your dad's crib.
Yeah.
And the first meeting we had about everything we was going to do to get this popping was in a little bullshit apartment I was in. And we sat at the dining room table.
I remember that, man.
Yeah, man. And that was what? I don't know.
How many was it? It was like 4 of us?
It was 4 of us. Look, it goes back to that weeding out process that we've been talking about. We weeded them out. We see who's going to be with it and who ain't. And it started out as 4 of us. And then it ended up being a lot of us for a while. Then back to just a handful of us again.
Yeah.
The original 4 that sat down, including just us 2, we won't drop the other 2 names.
Yeah.
Things happen and brothers go in their own direction, and there's nothing wrong with that.
The niggas is, the thing with what you can really understand, though, even with that situation, and like I was saying, I can't be mad at nobody, and it's not a mad situation, but it's like, it wouldn't have been that hard between 4 of us. It wouldn't even been. That's changed, but like I said, you never know in nobody else's situation. At the time, brothers, this is a recession, so you don't get mad. And like I said, if it's my dream, I can't expect nobody else to push it like I'm gonna push it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
right. And that's the attitude that everybody should have going into a situation.
Exactly.
And that's how we've always stayed on the same. Regardless of even if we haven't had contact for a little bit, we both see each other working.
And the thing is, I never lost love for the other 2. Never.
No, hell no.
Never have, and I don't even bring it up because it's a situation like, if somebody want to do it, they'll do it. If not, it's cool.
Right, and I still got love for the other 2 as well, man. I mean, my boy, I talk to my boy. I ain't gonna, put names. I talk to my boy on Facebook all the time. You know what I'm saying? And he's got some dope apparel coming out too, man. I'll go ahead and give him a plug real quick, man. Go to DJJ20.blogspot.com.
Yeah.
He's doing his own designs and clothes, and it's real dope, people.
Yeah.
So y'all check that out, man. It's real nice what he's doing. So.
Also a hard lyricist too. You know?
Oh yeah, he can bust. Oh, that man can bust.
The thing is, actually, he was just in here recording. You know what I'm saying? And,
yeah.
You know, but it's a different. You know, I don't look at him no different. I just look at it as, you know, he's a help to the cause. I still look at him as a help to the cause.
Oh, all day long. That's how we look at everybody, man. Regardless of, you know
it's just
how we look at it or how the situation is or not, you know.
Yeah, it's just that the thing is that everything is going right now. Well, even that was like 3-4 years ago.
Right.
When that happened, we really was just kind of going through the situation like, man, you know, trying to come up, and we was looking, and everybody was excited about it. But then after the first month, and the first 2 months when we got the building, and you know, seeing the stuff that's gonna have to go to actually make it become a good, nice studio with the correct sound quality. It's always been quality in here, but to get the right sound quality to make stuff go where it is.
What? I'm telling you,
Man.
this brother will have you sound like you sitting on the shelf at Best Buy and FYI and all that shit right now. Go ahead and break it down real quick, man, what we work with up in here, man.
Well, we work with, of course, you know, at first, I'm going to tell you what we had at first.
Oh, goodness,
You know what I mean? When the first day we moved in here, it was like, first day we moved in, it was like, you know, I had a BR 1280.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Boss Roller 1280, which still got that thick analog sound and had a microphone.
Yeah.
That was it.
That was it.
That was it.
And a mixer.
And a mixer.
Yeah. And you know what was funny, man? You forgot what? We just had one piece of foam hanging in the corner of the wall, and you had to crawl underneath the foam with the microphone.
So you could get that, so the waves could bounce, and
right.
You want to hear the room.
So you can have an isolated sound, you know. Yeah. That's how far to coming all the way to a glass booth.
With two pieces of glass.
Yeah, soundproof.
Foamed out. Complete Aerolex foaming, bass traps and everything else. It's like a I would say 8x8, 10x10, somewhere around there. We got 2 pieces of glass in there, trim. We built the trim, you know, bought all the parts to get the wood up, and also isolated the room. You know what I'm saying? But also as well, you know, this is a studio too, so we also can do live bands. Right. We also got 2 sets of drums in here. We also got, you know, when I first started, I didn't even have a keyboard. I got a Roland Phantom.
Yeah.
Also got a motif, of course, a monster motif.
Let him keep going.
Of course, the
lay it on.
Not only
one
MPC, but 2 MPCs. You
what?
see what I'm saying? Reasons, and I got programs I don't even fool with, like Fruity Loops and other cake. I mean, that's the stuff I don't even fool with.
Cubase and all that stuff we don't fool with no more.
You know
but we definitely got the Pro Tools on the G5.
Pro Tools G5, of course, with the Mackie monitors. And at first we was running off some little computer monitors.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing.
On the little Acers.
I'm going to tell you one thing. When you get some monitors that's correct, boy, your mix game, you'll have accurate mix game, because the monitors is just exactly what's playing on there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, all you home mixers and everybody out there listening right now, this is free information.
Free game. I'm giving it to you. If you got them computer monitors, them is cool to listen to music out of, but if you're trying to do some serious detailed mixing game, you need to at least get you some 5-inch or anything. I got some, it ain't got to be out, but I got some Mackies, or you can get anything. You can get anything, and then I also got some subs behind me.
Go ahead.
Subs behind me.
Look, let the man keep on going.
To get that full sound.
And this is all starting, everybody, as a reminder, this all started from a piece of foam.
From a piece of foam.
In a shed.
In the shed.
You know?
You know what I mean? In the shed, but you know what?
Sitting by the rapping by the lawnmowers, playing. You know, bugs flying. It's hot. It's cold. Look, you standing there in a stocking cap and a hoodie, boy, trying to rap, boy. It was boy, we was grinding hard, man.
Yeah, grinding hard. And then also as well, you know, to piggyback on that other stuff we got, you know, we got even in my mixing room right here where we are right now, of course, you know, we got the adequate foam as far as acoustics for a good mixing sound. You also got to have your mixing main control room got to be fully equipped to get a good mix. Right. You know what I mean? It's one studio that I go to that I actually help build, and you know, ain't nothing wrong with it, but you know, there's no foam in the control room.
In the actual control room.
So it's just bouncing off the whole wall. And it's like you can't get the correct sound.
To a person who's seasoned in music, you know what I'm saying, kind of like ourselves, man, that is like one of the most annoying aspects of You know, I mean, it's not a knock against anybody trying to do their thing. Even we started with barely nothing.
Barely nothing.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I mean, for your business to flourish and your skill to grow and for you to develop clientele, man, you gotta really put your heart and soul into it, man. You gotta put, you know, I mean, you gotta present a professional atmosphere as well as be able to come out with superior quality.
Yeah.
You know.
That's the thing, and you know, and if even from that, not only the quality is the main factor. Also, as well, anytime you run a business, you got to present yourself as a businessman. You know what I mean? Business-minded. Because if not, people will run over you. People will use you, especially in the studio.
Oh yeah.
People will use you.
And especially in, let's be honest, you know, predominantly in a lot of the genre that, you know, I know you do fool with, is especially rap. You know, apart from the gospel, you know, side of what you do, you know, I know you don't deal with a lot. I mean, and maybe you do on some aspects of the business, you know, as far as how things run, as far as keeping the oil machine, you know. But as far as, you know, as the studio, man, with dealing with a lot of brothers and a lot of younger brothers nowadays, man, everybody think they gangsters and thugs and want to come in and talk this and that shit.
Yeah. Everybody think it's gonna sell.
Look, you gotta look at C's face right now. He like, man, I don't even want to talk about that.
That's something I don't even want to get into. Everybody thinking that their music gonna sell, because you know you can't tell. Like it'd be somebody telling me like my studio ain't good enough. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the thing is, the difference is that I know what it is, and that's the thing where actually this is the reason why I have won so much, because with a lot of studios here in Wichita, everybody don't want to expand their horizons.
Right. You got to take some of that tongue in cheek, though.
Man, this is a studio, man.
Right.
A studio doesn't say rap studio. It doesn't say gospel studio. It doesn't say country studio. It doesn't say rock and roll studio. Man, this is a studio.
Yeah. And what's one of the songs I've done a while back? I said it ain't what you need, is how you use what you got.
Use what you got.
So I mean, a lot of people, man, and we're talking about from the production side and music side of things, because this is that type of podcast. A lot of people will blame sometimes the studio, you know, for their lackluster of success, or
for their flaws
and all that.
For them, you know. But really, at the studio, the main thing I do, the only thing I can do is get it right, get it ready for the masses.
Right.
If it don't go, the CD or the disc or the album ain't gonna go without no push.
Right.
It ain't gonna go without no hustle. It ain't gonna go without no legs.
Right.
I mean, so you know, you got to push your product and that product is your cash. That product is your goal. That product is your future.
It's everything. Yeah, it's everything. Your blood, sweat, and tears, and all your fear.
And that's why I require for payment. You know why? Because it takes. Because
niggas like them steak dinners.
Yeah, steak dinners. But at the same time, every time somebody walk into the door recording in my booth, lights is on.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
AC.
And also, I'm putting my time and my effort into your project.
Right.
So you know, you gotta respect me as stopping from my family, stopping from whatever I'm doing,
your
stopping
life
from
your,
my sleep.
Right. Because there could be plenty other things you could be doing, man. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But the AC on, there's a bathroom, there's a kitchen.
Okay.
You know, shit, come on now.
Okay,
big screen,
big
something
screen
to do.
over there. You know, I had people come in with kids, and now
they got blocks and toys over the corner.
They want to play the PlayStation. So this is a business, and also people don't realize we keep it business.
Right.
So if you got 2 hours blocked out, this is your 2 hour time.
Right.
Ain't nobody else finna be walking in. We locking the steel doors, and the alarm system is on.
Yeah, exactly.
Period.
Exactly, man.
You know,
exactly.
and ain't nobody gonna be up in there tripping. You ain't gonna have to worry about none of that.
No smoking.
This
ain't
the TV. This ain't
this ain't like you see on TV.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know, they got a lot of studios with California where they'll let you smoke weed.
And drink and all that.
Not in here, buddy.
No, hell no.
You know why?
Too much invested.
Too much invested. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know, you got people on the TV show. That's why they call it TV entertainment, because they can do that.
Yeah,
they can pay $300 an hour for studio sessions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But even if they was paying me that, I still got respect and morals about my stuff.
And you know what? And I hate to bore you guys with this analogy, but that's just like with martial arts. You know, you don't have time to babysit. So, you know, when you have guys coming in, if they're serious and dedicated to their craft, then you're going to be just as serious right back with them. And whatever you give is what you receive, and vice versa.
But you know what will make me move, though? Even after being said that, you know what I'm saying? When somebody come in here and they like, see, I need 3 beats, I need them tracked out, I need everything tracked out, I need this, I need to record this, and I'm like, okay, everybody needs something. Everybody hear that sound, but you know, it just makes it priority. It makes it better. It makes it more of a working relationship when somebody says, okay, I need all of this, but here go 500. I'm gonna knock you down 500.
Let me throw you something
right
now. Yeah.
And you know, instead of me waiting till after the session, after you done, I done tracked 3 beats out. I done gave you the master tracks. I done mixed the song for you on Pro Tools. I'm gonna give you my mix game, my secret. You see what I'm saying? They gave you all that to go out and go to the radio station and sell and everything else.
He's an evil genius on that board, boy.
And then I gotta ask you, man, what's up? I have to ask you at the end of everything.
And it shouldn't have to be an asking situation.
Shouldn't have to be. When you go to work, do you ask for your paycheck?
Hell no.
No, it's directly deposited.
Or it's in that mailbox.
Matter of fact, before payday, it's gonna be there that Thursday night.
Look,
just
midnight.
In case, if you need it at midnight, it's gonna be available. You see what I mean?
Look, hell yeah.
So you know, the thing is, it shouldn't be no, I try to make it clear.
It shouldn't be a misunderstanding, man.
Shouldn't be no misunderstanding, man. You know, I mean, I've had a couple misunderstandings, but I don't really. One thing I am, man, I'm not a money hungry type of guy. I mean, if everybody know me, I got my own stability.
Yeah.
Meaning that I do whatever I do to be stable.
Right.
To feed me and mine.
Right,
to
man.
Keep everything going.
Yeah.
Keep the lights on around here and at my spot. And, do whatever I need to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was one time where, it was kind of, like I said, it was one time where it was kind of tough. I'm not going to lie to you. It was kind of tough. But also my dad told me one thing. He said, man, you got to trust your own, you got to have faith in your own business.
Right.
Meaning that make your business work.
Right.
So from there, I'm like, man, how do I make my business? Advertisement.
Yeah. And then you start thinking about little things.
Yeah, people started calling me like, man, I've been hearing about you. Said, when you at the studio?
Yeah. One of the biggest tools besides word of mouth, internet. Get on that internet, man. Everybody is on the internet. And everybody's phones is integrated to the internet. Like anything you put up, whether it's via Facebook, Twitter, whatever the fuck you own. Yep. You can be on big dookie donkeys or whatever.com and shit. You know what I'm saying?
The internet is a new era for shopping.
It's an evolution, man. It's been an evolutionary process.
You can get anything on the internet. You get anything. I ordered my NPC off the internet.
Yeah, you know what? And I've ordered a shitload of stuff off my phone on like Amazon and stuff.
I pay bills on my phone.
Yeah, I do the same thing, man. Things have changed a lot, man. But you got to really get a grasp on that internet. Such as me right now trying to push this podcast at the same time, in addition to everything else we got going on. Like me, instructing people in martial arts with Mixed Down Studios, Commission Entertainment. And if you listen a few podcasts ago, I also told you guys to download Undeniable by DJ T-Rock.
Yeah, DJ T-Rock, you know what I mean? You can go to that pivot, you can put in just T-Rock, you can Google him.
Yeah.
You Google him, it's going to come up, everything on Google, on DJ T-Rock Undeniable. Or you can do just T-Rock, T-R-O-C, Undeniable.
Right.
It's going to pop up where you can go get that. You can even do Young C, Mixed Down.
Yeah.
T-Rock, I mean, it's all going to come up.
In the Hood K Finals, that mixtape he's got out, and all that. And shit, you can Google any of it. You can Google Cypha, Omni, you can Google Young C.
You can do it. You're going to see me. You're going to see me with my son, a little clip on there with my son, like, man, and showing you the lab, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and all you drummers out there, don't get discouraged, because this brother is mean on those drums. I'm going to put you out real quick, man. We did a show at Century 2, it was about 3-4 years back, man.
4 years ago.
Yeah, and this dude was on the drums in the middle of a show with New Lyric. They're an awesome group. If you guys are in the gospel.
Google it. Actually, they
got
that
Google them too, nigga. What?
Google them. Corey Young C. Rock on there. MD.
That's
So.
That's New Lyric. N-U-L-Y.
N-U-L-Y-R-I-C.
Right.
New Lyric.
But in the process of the show, all you hear is and my phone is buzzing with text left and right. And it's from this nigga. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, this nigga's insane, boy. All I hear is drums, and he's still able to text.
Yeah,
oh, man. But, man, he's got an amazing skill. He's got amazing talent. He's grew up in music his whole life.
Oh, my whole life. And, a lot of people, you should. I was always taught. We just did an interview, man, with CityStreets.com. I'm going to give them a big shout-out.
Okay, what's up, City Streets?
City Streets.
Welcome to the Cypha Omni podcast where craziness ensues.
Yeah. And we're going to make that connect, too. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
We'll make that because, that's a good source also as well.
Okay,
but
for sure.
Dude is real cool. But anyway, we did an interview with him, and Trav was telling about how my pops used to always push us like, man, y'all go for whatever you know. If it's playing football, don't get me wrong. And, people don't know I was a cold football player, too. Man, cold, fast, super fast. Receiver, I still got hands to glue.
Yeah.
So I've been playing football since I've been little, man.
Yeah, I ain't seen you drop a drumstick ever, man.
Them hands is just, you know what I mean?
Look,
but,
this brother cooks with drumsticks, cleans with them.
And just one of those things, man, where, you figure, like, these are the things that you do. I always go for them, so football didn't work because a lot of people was like, when I got to college, K-State, when I was, walking on, I was doing all my workouts, doing everything, but they was like, your size a little bit too small.
Try to say he was too small, didn't they?
Yeah, too small, but even though my speed and my abilities was way more better than a lot of people out there, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I was like, you know what? Well, I'm going to stick to the thing that I know. And that point right there,
that was a change. That was a change
in my life.
Yeah.
When I went to K-State and I walked in on Bill Snyder, one of the receiver coach Peterson.
Yeah.
And he said, man, I was just watching your video. He said, man, Corey, man, we really wanted, but this is what we can provide for you, man. He's like, man, we can't give you no scholarship. Next year we'll be able to do something for you a whole nother year. But man, right now I'm in school.
Right.
I got school.
Student loans and all that stuff.
My little sister with me, and I'm working a regular job, and I'm helping pushing my little sister. We working together. We got a spot. Really at that age, I'm living a grown life. I'm driving a Cadillac. I'm just and it's stuff like I'm like, man, I got to do something that you got to start having this income flowing or anything or something got to benefit.
And then when you have the opportunity, and people take this to heart, when you have an opportunity in your life, sometimes things change. Sometimes things happen to where, we were talking about this on the way to the studio. Sometimes things happen and things could be all good, and then all of a sudden things is all bad, and maybe you're unemployed, maybe there's a lot of stuff going on with you in your life, but you know what? You could take those opportunities in your life, instead of looking at it as a negative situation, use that as fuel and turn it into something positive, because now you can gear yourself towards, like what Corey's talking about, is using it as a positive force in your life and end up doing something that you like doing.
I'm going to tell you what happened, and then, I don't mean to be long-winded, but I'm going to tell you
No, man, we got all the time. I like to keep it about an hour or so anyway, so, it's all good.
What we did, bro, and this is no lie, everybody knew I had the music ability, because I was always playing drums, even at K-State when people came, I was playing the drums, and that was it. I've always been a mean drummer. I've been
that's your bread and butter,
and doing all that since I've been 11. 10 before then. And I was, man, I came out playing.
But well before
drums.
You were a man.
You see what I'm saying? I came out. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that drumming was like nothing that was hard for me. It was like music has always been second. It's like always been a part. So
second nature.
It was never. It was like breathing.
It was natural to you.
Natural.
It's a skill. It's a talent as well as a skill. You were born with that talent.
Exactly.
A talent is something that you're born with. A skill is something you have to develop. You have that talent. Like me growing up, I've always been a martial artist. I've always had that natural talent.
That natural talent. That natural gift. So look, and so at the time, man, I'm in college, man. Out there messing with the business. I'm still trying to be cool. I'm still trying to
living a young man life.
I'm still trying to just hang out and be what every young man do, man. Not only go with the skill level.
Kind of go with the flow,
being, still trying to be in school, but then also trying to man, I got to make something happen now.
Right.
I was a right now person. Now I don't want to wait.
I don't want to wait
years.
too long. And
like 3 years when I get out of school. Even though I'm gonna keep pushing, but I need to start me a business now, man. Cause it's in my grandpa was like that, so it's in my blood. So what I did, I went, man, and I was going to these shows, man. I was looking at these people. And I'm seeing all these drummers, I'm seeing all these men. I'm like, man, he cool, but I know in my heart, I'm like, I know what I got.
I can do that, and I can do better than that.
I started
and you don't want to be,
you don't hate on nobody, but it's like, man, I know what I can do. It ain't hating on nobody.
It's like if that guy's up there doing it, that's not a knock against what he's doing.
Man, I know what I can do,
I know I can get down.
And I ain't telling nobody that I'm better than them. I ain't woo-doo-woo. But I'm gonna tell you what you're gonna get with me on some drums, man. You're gonna we gonna make it click. We gonna make it. We gonna go. You know what I mean? Because that's just my area. You know what I mean? But I was seeing people. I'm seeing people with these MPCs. I'm hearing these click tracks. I'm like, dang, how's they making that sound so good, man? So I went at K-State, bro. Bought me this machine that I'm still used right now.
Yeah, sitting right there.
Boss DR202 Dr. Groove beat machine.
What?
Homie, I took them sounds, tweaked them sounds, and figured this thing out.
And we worked off that motherfucker like 6 years ago, mean. And people couldn't even tell. They thought we was already in a professional studio.
They like, dang.
Yeah.
I recorded a song in Manhattan with a dude off of that. Dude like, you ain't got no keyboard or nothing? I'm like, no, I programmed it in here already. I did this. I'm playing the keyboards off the pads.
Right, because you programmed your own sound with the MIDI chords. Everybody remember the MIDI chords?
In
Come
there.
on,
Boom.
man.
You know what I mean? So they in there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So from that right there took me. That right there is all, you know. So I'm like, man, okay.
You can't part with it.
People like, man, them beats is hard.
That's like your first.
I've been hearing people like, man, everybody be like, man, your beats is nasty, and they were like, what you make your beats? I'm like, man, I didn't make that off a drum machine. No, everything I programmed.
Yeah.
You know, people like
the kick, snare, everything is all on the drum machine.
So I said, man, I'm finna get serious with this, bro.
Yeah,
I'm finna get
because
serious.
I mean, when you get enough positive feedback from people, when you know you have that talent. And you have the skill set and the mindset, but it doesn't really come to fruition. I speak on myself. It doesn't come to fruition sometimes until, you know, people come along and say, man, you know what, you're really good, man. Yeah. Have you thought about? I'm like, yeah, I mean, you know, I thought until one day you just have that moment, like, man, you know what? And what started with me was Alfred. Yeah, you know, and Alfred hooked me up with you because I was trying to mess with Cass and trying to record, and I wasn't vibing with the whole.
You said that because I just seen Alfred, man.
How you doing, man?
I mean, I just seen my cousin like a day ago.
Yeah, and actually,
and the thing he was saying, he was like, man, come on, cuz, y'all, we gotta get it back tight like it was. And I'm like, man, you right, because you know, as men, sometimes you know.
Is he still cutting hair?
Yeah, he cutting hair, but you know, as men, sometimes stuff come in the way. You know, Alfred just like me. That's Alfred, to be for real. People, Alfred was like my big brother, man. I ain't got no older brother, but you know, me and Alfred played for the Colts. We went to East High together. He stayed around the corner. I'm talking about 3 minutes around the corner.
Yeah, y'all was
being nice for me. Man, me and Alfred done stuff together. I ain't even speak on.
You know what I'm saying?
But all kind of stuff together, man. You know what I mean? And even with that being said, me and Alfred, you know, when I had another business I was invested with, me and Alfred, we had differences, man.
Yeah.
But you know what the thing is? I apologize and he apologized, man.
Yeah.
You know, and even from there we grown, and in the relationship, it's always the same. But we ain't just hung out as well since then because, you know, it was just, we was on different pages. But, you know, it's one thing where you can, even as your brother, you know, you can go back and tell, hey, bro, I'm sorry, I was wrong for that, man. You know, even in the situation, you know, well, hey, man, I love you, man. You know, I still, you know, you still my bro, man. Even though some stuff wasn't cool on my end, I'm sure some stuff I did to him wasn't cool.
It's like I love you too, man. Just don't grab my ass when you hug me, man.
Nah, it wasn't
you
know, don't get in it,
I'm messing with you, man.
You know how this world is. They passing.
Hey, I'll give you that backhand like Will Smith just did recently, boy.
You know me, don't talk.
Did you see that? Will Smith gave that backhand at that MIB3.
It stopped the fire out of him. Man, it's some true, real people still in the world.
Yeah.
This homosexuality crap, it got to go.
Uh-oh.
They gonna hate me for saying it, but it's out the door.
Hey, man, everybody's entitled to how they feel and what their opinion is.
But I'm going to say my opinion, though.
Because this is a Young C. Corey Rolfe podcast.
It's a session,
you know.
You come in here, it got to go, man.
Hey, there's a number out there, guy. Hey.
But you know what? You know, it's like, and you know, you can't hate people for hating people. They got their own entitled opinion. But, you know, I got a problem with it. You making others feel
like they're supposed to feel uncomfortable.
And
comfortable and uncomfortable. Because you know what? I mean, it can be transcended in any damn thing, man. We don't want to get too far off base, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you know. He's like, I better not see a nigga standing in Frederick's, nigga. Did I see that nigga at Victoria's Secret? No, not the bitch, the nigga. No, man, he ain't. No, I don't think he with that bitch no more, man. And I don't know. I heard he was getting a John Travolta massage or something, man. You know.
Okay.
But anyway, man, let's go ahead and let people know, man, what we got new, man, what we got going, man, a little bit without revealing too much of our,
I really right now, man, it's crazy because I can't really speak on it, bro. But I mean, just a little bit of things some of the stuff I've done, I'm gonna reveal what we got popping, okay, and I'm gonna tie it all in. But you know, I've done a lot of things. I recently did some things with Barrington, which is one of the original members of the
Temptations, boy.
And we dropped the heat one day. He was actually it's crazy because I was actually touring the play on the wall, still standing, featuring Melba Moore, great legend Melba Moore. Y'all know Melba Moore. The Google her.
Come on now.
That's a legend. That's a legend right
YouTube.
There. But I was an MD for that. Music director for that, for the whole play. You know, and we did a little tour on that. From there, man, after I got off that tour from there, bro, I actually, and he was in that, you know, he came, Barrington wasn't really into that, but he was, that set that he came when we came back to Wichita, he was in that. So we landed here, and I'm like, B, I got a line, man. He like, man, I need to get in the studio. You know how Some people, it's like, man, you know, this is a temptation, man.
Right.
You know
a legend.
I'm like,
a living legend.
You want to get in the studio?
Last one.
You know, I'm like, man, we can work. I told him, I said,
in
man.
Wichita, Kansas,
I said, bro, but I work all day and all night.
Right.
He like, man, I work all day and all night. I'm an OG temptation, man. What are you? I said, we gonna do this, man. So we landed here, man. I had me and some of my people come in, lock the door, you know what I mean?
And
so
just had a good time.
Man, so we were security'd up.
Yeah.
Had a wonderful time, man. We worked all night, man. It's crazy because you know what? I worked that whole night. One song, it was a couple songs we did. I worked that whole night, bro.
Just to
Mixed
crank
the
it
joint,
out.
You know what I'm saying? Then I went home, man, showered.
Went to work.
Went to church.
Went
to church. Played at church. You know, I'm a big musician after church. Went to church.
Yeah.
Played there.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I was so amped about that, man. Like, dang, I done landed one with the Temptations. And it's crazy because his actual engineer called me like, man, whoever mixed this song, he said, personally, bro, you know what you doing.
That can't help but make you feel good.
He said, man, you know exactly what you're doing. So we did that.
That's what my girl does when she called me after she get home.
Yeah.
You know what you doing?
Hey. But even after that, to make it start a long story short, after that led to, after that, I went to do a joint with Silk. The R&B group Silk was doing some stuff with Silk.
The ladies don't get too wet now.
Did some turned around, and then, you know, right now we're doing some stuff. Right now, I'm doing a lot of things as far as I got a lot of people that's out right now.
Yeah, man, you're doing a lot of work, man.
Colossal, got the Flex, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can Google it, SIBO, A1 Colossal.
Man, look at how nappy my head look in my picture up there, man.
Omni,
look, I gotta take that picture down and put a new one up there,
man. On the joint, man. These are people that's like that's really going at this moment.
I mean, I appreciate you, man.
Not selling nothing around here, but national.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
That's what
y'all just did in Houston. Actually, he did the joints and then he sent it to me. I produced a whole album named Royo. Yeah. You can Google him, the Royalty album. You'll see Mix Master by Young C. You dig what I'm saying?
What?
Beats on there.
Credits.
I'm just saying beats. You know, I've done stuff with the Boss Hog Outlaws, Little Ray Boss Hog Outlaws. I mean, I still got open verses from that. But this is what's crazy though. My little bro just dropped and he got beats from Zero. He got not beats, but we got a track we did with Zero. Verse from Zero. Verse from Propane, Skinny Marciano, Atlanta, Georgia. I mean, you got stuff with the well-known people. You know, what's the dude from Mickey Fax? That's his name, whatever.
Shout out to Mickey Fax.
Yeah,
boy, y'all better get on Mickey Fax.
But then also a lot of people see
Bloody Hands,
Bloody Hands, the one and only, man.
Come on, man, down there killing them in Dallas right now, trying to play it. Man, let me tell you the story he said on our podcast, man. He was at a concert of Pharoah Monch and J Electronica and all them cats, man. They had a Cypha, man, because he worked second shift. Man, he wrecked shop on them so bad. He played it off like he was home. He wrecked shop on them so bad and walked away like, well, I got to go to work, man, so.
You know what, man? People don't really realize that, you know.
They got their phone numbers after that.
Bro,
you know.
I mean, Bloody, to speak on Bloody, man, Bloody Hands to around here, to me, is one of the great legends, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I've bigged him up on the whole podcast.
You know what was so crazy? Because I can have everybody that comes in with the style of flow that they write, even if they don't like his flow. I mean, they don't like, you know, because it may be
or maybe his rhymes. His rhymes are a little complicated.
Everybody don't have
vocabulary is kind of high. He seems a little out there, you know. And sometimes,
but he got that true East Coast hip hop flow.
We both get that same stigma, and
but
that's
you know,
why
the thing is, you know, rap music and hip hop. Rap is different than hip hop.
Yeah.
Hip hop is that real hip hop.
Right. Yeah, that rugged, grimy, you know.
And that's what you and Bloody Hands got that under control. Yeah. A lot of people here don't understand because all they want to hear that.
Yeah.
The fast hats.
Yeah.
The Fruity Loops, and then that's a new era.
And the heavy bass.
Yeah.
You know, not a whole lot of sampling. Yeah.
That's a new era, bro.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? So when you take it back to the roots, everybody that hear Bloody Hands, even Cypha, be like, man, y'all cats is serious. You know why? Because you keep it original. And people stand 10 toes. But I can have somebody walk in, somebody like the caliber, like the great Chank Coleon, and respect.
Shout out to Chank Coleon, man. That brother's incredible, man. That's respect. Part of the Commission family as well. Super street rapper, hustler, grinder, worker, grinder, holic. He raps like one of, and don't take this out of context. He's like one of those niggas he's like your next door neighbor that's rapping. Like that's how deep that's how deep this brother is, man. He's deep from a street sense, and some of his rhymes will have you sit back and get emotional. That's how heartfelt some of his rhymes are, man. You know, so definitely shout out to Chank.
There's been many times where he's sitting there rapping on the beat and he can't finish a rap because he's busting out crying.
He kind of do that hustle and flow like Terrence Howard, man. Well, then give us a motherfucking hook, nigga. I don't know what
I ain't gonna get too deep about it, you know. I ain't gonna get too deep about his story, man. But you know, people don't really understand when they
go come from hard. We all come from some hard knocks.
We call that testimonies. You dig what I'm saying? That's a testimony about, you know, everything he's going through. He's still alive, even though some things right now ain't too pretty with him. But you know, you never know what people go through to get to where they at.
You know, and sometimes it's like that with everybody. Sometimes, man. You know, I mean, we all come from hard knocks, man. You know, some things that I don't talk about that I came from. You know, it's some tough things that I came up from. You know, tough things you came up from. You know, tragedies and this and that, boy. You know, lockdown, whatever. You know, we all came from that kind of, you know, background, but people wouldn't know it.
But you know, the thing is, with that being said, all them play back in my head to be like, okay, I got to do something with my life. Man.
Right, man. Here's a side note of what we talk about, man. Doesn't it piss you off, man? Well, you know, kind of the hard knocks that we come from. Honestly, it's funny to be serious and funny. We have the most right to be the most gangster motherfuckers you could ever meet. And we get so irritated with y'all Rudy Poo dumbass niggas out here that ain't been through nothing, and you solicit yourself as being through all this. There's no reason for that. There's no, because we are the actual living proof and product in some ways from that, but we didn't let it define us. We don't walk around with that.
I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Anybody who know me know that I'm me, and I'm not, like I said, I don't like bragging on myself.
Right.
You know, I'm the coolest cat you can meet. I'm one of the littlest cats you probably gonna meet too as well.
We're nice guys, man. We're nice to everybody, man.
I ain't got no problem with nobody.
Right.
But everybody know when it come to these hands, hey, when it come down to it,
they there. Y'all better back up.
I ain't never been scared of nobody walking.
Oh, hell no. That ain't in our nature. And that's why we tackle the projects that we do the way we do. It shows, man, in our mentality and our focus and our attitude, man, because I'm the same way. A lot of people look at me as like, oh, don't let this light-skinned pretty boy look fool you motherfuckers. I will fuck your ass up and not care. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'll do this right now. I ain't got no gun, but I got what's in my hand. This is called a Kubaton. This motherfucker will kick your ass if you think, look, you could be 6'8", weighing 355 pounds looking like Bob Sapp and shit, and I will fuck you up with this Kubaton. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, you know, to go along with what you're saying, man.
It goes along to say, you know, I never, you know, people ain't been through, you know, and people doing music, whatever they doing, you could be anything. You know, everybody's testimony is different. Everybody's life is different, but a lot of times people be rapping about what they ain't done, or they even may be singing about it.
Ooh, boy, man, let's not go into that. There's
hey, that's why, but you know what? That's why I got so many friends.
Right, that's true.
From different areas.
Right.
From different territories.
That people,
you know, I hate, man.
That people normally wouldn't have,
bro,
man.
Ever since I was little, man, people knew where I stayed at, man. I used to always have older cats come to my court, my basketball court that my mom and them gave me, that it was mine.
Yeah.
They come over my house and ask me if they can play basketball with who? With me.
Right.
It wouldn't be like they be walking over like, move, little nigga, we gonna play on. No, it never was like that.
Right.
Because my mom and them knew if it got too big, I'm going to fight.
Right.
I'm going to bite. If I can't whoop you, I'm going to pick up.
I'm going to do something.
I'm going to throw a rock. I'm going to do something. You know, man, this nigga a little bit too heavy.
Like, nigga,
David and Goliath.
Like, pass me the rock real quick. Pass me the rock. And little does that nigga know, think, right outside that face, nigga.
I'm telling you, the last fight I was in.
Because, you know, I mean, shit, man, you come from that, you know, and plus you a smaller guy, man, so you have that fire in you, you know, typically that, you know, some of the shorter guys have, like, nigga, I wish you would, nigga. Man, I already done eyeballed the bottle of champagne. I know I can pick up this chair stool, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
You know, a lot of people, but you know, I don't get in a lot of problems because I don't give a lot of people problems.
We don't, and that's true, man. We really don't, man. And you know, I know you don't personally. I know you don't, man. And you know, I don't either. Now we've seen each other get into situations with other people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We've seen that happen. Like the one time you, I'll say no name. You checked. You know, at a concert behind the scenes one time, man, that was some of the most hilarious shit I ever seen in my life, man. Yeah.
People don't realize when there's something serious on the line and you get to going crazy, you get to yapping off the mouth like you the one that did the show, and you the one that you the feature, like you. I'm
my name's attached to this.
I'm this. I said, man.
Right. And you supposed to be representing me because I put you on the bill to do the show. You know what I'm saying? This brother was so, man, he had a manager that was a fucking dick and all this stuff. I'm just going to be real, bro. I'm blatantly honest about it. And like even one time where, you know, we had a situation at a club, man, and I got into it with somebody. And I got mad because I'm like, man, what if this happened during this time and that time with that attitude? You know what I'm saying? I mean, all that stuff has been hashed and over with. You know what I'm saying? But it's stuff like that that you look at, man, and it's like, you know what? If you're serious about what you do, man, you gotta, and your name's attached to it. Sometimes you gotta have a no nonsense policy with some things, man.
And I think that's why people really respect the whole situation, the Young C movement, or the young, you know, the Commission Entertainment, or you know, Cypha, Omni, DJ T-Rock, because they know what type of people we are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it really, to be honest with you, man, people know. You know, they know, man. You know, like I said, I love everybody, man. You know, especially brothers trying to do things, and a lot of with brothers.
Right.
Rapping is a thing that everybody does, you know what I'm saying? But you know, my dad be like, man, you know, don't be out there by yourself when you do it. And then my mom, I be thinking, Pops, you just don't even got no to have.
Yeah.
Boy, the last fight I got into was a 290 plus. And I'm gonna tell you what, and I ain't gonna go into
You got to fight with a weeble wobble, nigga.
Man.
We'll go into that off the air, man. We'll talk about that a little bit because I already got an idea of what.
All I'm gonna say is, man.
Look, all you gotta say is man.
Man.
Okay. And look, I'm gonna go ahead and throw a real quick plug in real quick on me. You better holler at me as far as training in martial arts so I can get you right, okay? Yeah. And not even so much that. Let me just get you a little seasoned, just a little bit, because a lot of y'all out here are some squares. Y'all some squares. But, man, we're getting close to the end, man. We'll wrap it up here pretty soon. Big projects, man, we got coming up. I know I'm working on an album. You know, it's in the making. I already have one done, and man, we got 1 million fucking tracks. You know, but the Diary of an Angry Black Man that should have been out, we'll try to release that here pretty soon. It'll be a free mixtape / album. I've got a lot of people on there guest appearing. It's all produced by Young C, and also First Cousins Productions, FC Productions. I got Bloody Hands on there, of course, and Misled. I have Carla Ayala, Mickey Fax, and the list goes on and on. I got Chach on there. You know, I mean, there's a lot of people on there that I got on there, man. It's a diverse type of mixtape. I'll let you speak on it because you produced it.
To be for real, man, it's really a mixtape, and people don't understand when you know production. You gotta have a product that everybody's gonna appeal to. Everybody ain't gonna like number 3, 5, and 7.
Right.
But somebody may like 1, they may
6
like
and
2,
8.
and they may like 10 and 12.
Right. You see, and that's how a mix.
And they may be Chinese.
And let's break down the anatomy of what a mixtape should be. That's exactly what it should be. Exactly what it should be. You should be able to put out, when you're putting out a mixtape, you want to be diverse and have a lot of different selections on there so you could appeal to a broader audience. Man. My mixtape is not just for rappers. It's also for people who like singing, because I have Priscilla from New Lyrics singing on a song on there, and Carla singing on a song, you know, and I got a lot of different variations. I got Corey, he's playing the drums on there. And it's all original beats too, people. Man. It's all first class beats too, man. It's nobody else's beats. They all original.
They there.
And it's going to come to you as a gift of being a supporter of us, a supporter of Commission Entertainment, supporter of DJ T-Rock, Cypha, Omni, Corey Young C. Rolfe, Mixed Down Studios, you know. Yeah, man, it's all coming to you because, you know what, we love giving back to the people, but you know what, feed us and we'll feed you guys, you know. Feed us and we'll feed you guys, man.
Exactly. You know, and the thing about this around here, man, I'm going to just speak on a little bit, you know, right now we got to go international because of the simple fact that local, they support, man, but it's not enough support. We don't support each other, man.
That's the sad thing.
That's the sad thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't support each other. We too busy backhashing, or we don't want to pay. We want to buy.
Me.
We don't want to buy. Let me get that. Let me have.
Right.
Let me get that. And it really ain't about let me get.
Right.
It's about supporting one another, man.
What can I do?
What can I do?
Yeah.
That's why when we hit Texas, hit Houston. Every time we hit Houston, they like, man, y'all going hard.
Yeah.
Y'all doing this. You know what I mean?
Who's that? Or who's
brother,
this?
You know, my brother's manager is he ain't here.
Yeah.
He in Houston.
You know? And and besides us here, you know, here in hometown, me and you and our small core of guys, outside of here, most of my plugs ain't in Kansas. Ain't nowhere near Kansas. Never even been.
Yeah.
You know, but I've been to where they at.
You know what I
You
mean?
see what I'm saying? I've been to where they at, in their studios, in their homes, breaking bread with them.
Exactly.
So don't sleep on us, people, because there's some big things coming.
Yeah, they're gonna hear about this one. that ain't, you know what I mean? And really, man, to be for real, it's things that I'm like, man, as soon as that album dropped, bro, it was like, I'm getting calls from everybody, man. I mean, I'm getting texts from I don't even know numbers. I'm like, ooh.
Like, you don't even want to drop names.
Man, don't
don't even do it. Don't even do it.
Like, bro, look. I heard that DJ T-Rock. I love it.
Right.
I heard it, man.
Right.
I got people, and it's not bragging, man, but that's when you produce an album.
Man, that's a good feeling, man.
It's good, but the repercussions are going to be The repercussions from getting sponsored to you know, becoming a producer, to people calling you like, man, I need you to, man,
to come do shows, come do the sound at concerts, you know.
Tours, I'm telling you, tours. I mean, we got this. I ain't gonna speak on it, but it's stuff that just confirmed, that we're confirming in the process right now. Tour dates. You dig what I'm saying? And then this ain't no Lawrence, it ain't no Topeka. I'm talking about Cali. I'm talking about Atlanta. I'm talking about right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about New York.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Miami.
Right.
I'm talking about Tampa.
Well, let's go.
You see what I'm saying?
Let's go.
And that's some stuff that's going to be happening. So it's not even an issue where when.
It's not a win. It's not a win anymore.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, we win, and, you know, and that's the thing I'm trying to do, man. I'm trying to, and, you know, like, everybody know me. I work with everybody in the town already. So I'm trying to bring everybody together to see what a whole actual album, real album is when you produce, not only make beats, but when you produce an album.
Totally different phase of the
Producing and making beats is different.
Right. Go ahead and break it down simply for everybody. Because, no, I mean, we know. we know what goes into it.
We got a lot of, I call them beat makers, and ain't nothing wrong with beat makers. Beat makers, if you got hot beats, you hard.
Right.
I love hot beats. You know what I mean? I do hot beats, but I love hearing other beats that's not mine. Because I love flame. I just love beats, man. But to take a beat, get the beat tracked out. And then I'm like, okay, it's my turn now. It's time for me to really do what I need to do.
Put some heat down.
Man, and even add to that beat, add different sounds, change that sound, or to be like, man, that kick ain't knocking hard enough.
Right.
Let me take this kick and filter it and EQ it, make it, give it that.
Let me add this little soft cymbal in there that's, you know, there's so many intricate details that go into breaking the beat. Even just producing the beat. A lot of people don't realize, and they still miss this fact, you got to master the beat too.
You got to mix the beat like you mix the
from
song.
the vocals.
You got to mix the beat like you mix the song.
Like you mix the vocals. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? When a nigga call me and be like, man, I want to buy this beat. Okay, I give it to him a raw version, then I give him the beat
fully mastered
and mixed. Like, okay, I'm gonna give you this, but then
high definition, 1080p on a nigga.
Period.
You know,
period. Off of Pro Tools, off the press.
Like, nigga, your system better be on point.
Cause
soon as you put this CD in, when you get out to the car, it's gonna blow your shit up if your shit ain't
my
right.
bro had a beat. We had a beat, no lie. I got the disc right here, tracked out, and he was like, bro, I can't put this on a disc because there's too many tracks on there. I said, man, bro, let me tell you one thing. I said, bro, this is a G5. I'm going to tell you right now. When you run it on there, I'm going to put it on DVD. I said, we can handle this. We got unlimited tracks. Look, put it on there.
Unlimited. Unlimited tracks.
Put it on there and watch how we do it. And I put it in the session with all of his whole verses, everything.
Yeah.
Watch this baby run, man. That baby was breathing. You can feel the breathing.
Yeah, I know it, man.
But it was going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then bro got the song like, man, what did you do to this?
Look, it done crashed the Mac. Look at
I boosted that baby up to that HD quality.
That HD quality.
Every track out. Boosted it.
Blew it. Ooh.
Boosted up, and man, the song is just so hot right now. Everything is surround sounding, you know.
Right.
And guess how many tracks the beat was by itself?
What?
32.
32.
32 tracks by itself, just the beat.
Just the beat.
We ain't talking about
not the vocals and the dubs and the ad-libs and none of that.
We ain't talking about the reverb that's going to be added. We ain't talking about the compression. We ain't talking about nothing.
And the extras and all
that. That's by itself.
Man, come
You see
on,
what I mean?
man.
I do fouls, man.
Right.
80 tracks.
That's
90
why,
tracks,
look,
how they say.
that's why I'm going to go ahead and big us up. That's why we make beautiful music and harmonies together, people, because we work together. Man, we both have the same just hungry mentality. Even though I'm more on the vocal side versus the production side, and he's more on the production side more than on the vocal side, we both go into it with the same attack the track mentality and come out with some, y'all gonna find out. Y'all gonna find out. Y'all gonna be like, damn.
Posting stuff, something every week, something every
Yeah, we got to do that, man. We definitely got to. I mean, we just, getting back at, I mean, there's a lot of parts to the machine that we running, man. So, I mean, but a lot of things is get ready to, transpire out of what we're doing. A lot more, a lot more. So, so listen, all you haters out there.
I need to hear y'all. I need y'all to speak.
We need y'all to speak louder. Look, we need haters. What the fuck is you complaining about?
Yeah, it seems like when some people be hating on me, bro. I mean,
they be hating on the niggas.
That just makes me rock it, man.
Yeah, I love it. I love it, man. I love when people talk shit to me. Do it, please. Because you know what? I mean, don't get me wrong. That's not all I feed on. I love positive energy, too. But sometimes it just depends on the day and the moment, y'all. Sometimes, you gotta, have a mixture of both, like yin and yang, how things balance each other out, We're one of those people, and don't get us wrong, we take constructive criticism and stuff, but quit fucking around. We've been doing this shit a lot longer than you think man, come on, for real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
People don't understand it, but it's cool. They'll understand in a minute. You know what I'm saying? The greatest, man, don't say a lot, and that's what I do. I don't say a lot, and I let my action do my speaking.
I really don't either. And you know what? I've done 5, now this is number 6, the 6th podcast, of course, with the bonus podcast. I've rarely, if any time, bragged about our music and my music on any of these podcasts. Now that I think about it, man, I don't really talk about it, man. I let the music speak for itself. Music doesn't need an explanation. If you dope and you good and you coming out with that raw, it's gonna speak for itself, man.
It don't mean nothing.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? People, you talking about it don't mean nothing, but people look at your actions like, well, man, they moving. They moving, man, and that's what I'm saying. When bro dropped that, we didn't do no advertising. We still ain't done no advertising. You know why? Because the hard copies they on their way. They on the FedEx truck. They'll be here.
Yeah.
They not here yet. We've been doing that all, and that's off of just Facebook. But we ain't done. Our manager ain't done no actual. I would say
actual
advertising,
right.
As far as, magazines and things
and
like that.
On billboards and all that, yeah.
We got the Houston.
But the connect is there.
We on the front cover of that next issue.
Houston,
that just dropped.
Yeah. Please, you guys, and you can get it.
NightLifeHoustonMagazine.com.
You can pick it up on, yeah.
That's an online magazine too as well.
Yes.
But people, and that's the thing.
Plug it again real quick.
That's NightLifeHoustonMagazine.com. www. You can Google that as well. Man, I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. People don't understand. We there. We got stuff with Kurt Cobain, Slim Thug in there. I mean, some of the biggest people in there. And when you turn the page,
and Drake's in there.
Drake in there. We was at a show with Drake.
Yeah.
He looked at the magazine like, dang, this is dope, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But when you turn the magazine, guess who in there?
Trav and Young C.
Yeah.
T-Rock.
When y'all get done looking at Drake and them, don't forget.
Yeah, we in there. That nigga got that Joker grin there. This nigga looking like he's smiling at a virgin piece of pussy. Like,
whoa.
No, I'm messing with you.
Letting it go.
Oh, man. So if y'all think I'm crazy this podcast, wait till you listen to the music. Some of y'all that ain't affiliated with my music yet, man. I'm all over the Richter scale with that too, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? No, man, I ain't gonna put that on my bro like that, man. But man, we'll go ahead and end this, man. Man, love that we sat down, man.
I want to say shouts
out to whoever, man.
Everybody, man. Everybody who supported me from day one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even the ones that hated on me. I mean, I don't care. So what?
Yeah.
I still appreciate that support. You know what I mean? Because you can always take a negative and turn it into a positive. You know what I mean? I also want to encourage people, man. Anybody who's doing something, anything, if it's about positive, make a move, stay strong, man. It's 10 tones strong. That's the only way you build character. That's the way you build stability. That's the way you figure out life, and that's the way you get through the hardships. Many people don't understand. Anytime a hardship may be going on in my life, when I come to the studio, I can breathe. Like, whew.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And also, watch out. I mean, everybody, man. I love everybody, man. And that's it, man. I want to shout out to my son. You know what I mean? That's gonna be the guy. I'm gonna tell you what he's gonna be doing. Y'all gonna hear about this boy.
CJ.
Yeah. Young CJ.
Look.
CJ, but he got some, you know, you train up a kid and teach them the right things, and they can.
Right. If any of you guys that are listening to this podcast, if you're interested in production, beats, flyers, photo shoots, anything you need as far as even your business, not even just music, anything you need.
316-841-6436.
That is again?
316-841-6436. From there, you know, I give people tips on it, you know, how to work reasons, how to record. A lot of people don't even know how to record.
Yeah.
It's an art to record. A lot of people, and I had to learn it myself. You see what I'm saying? Also, as well, you hit me on my email, CSROLFE.
Yep.
80@yahoo.com.
Yep.
My Facebook page. Look up Corey Young C. Rolfe. You're probably gonna see it.
Yeah, go into my friends list and just look up Corey Young C. Rolfe, and it'll come right up. Yeah.
Anything Young C will come up. So.
Oh yeah. You can Google us. Google us, bitches. And also, guys, if you're interested in coming down to the studio, make sure you please give him a call first, or get in contact with any of us. The address to the studio.
2823 South Hydraulic. And it is a building, not a house.
It's in the back of the South City Plaza.
It is a building.
And the zip code is 216.
It is a building.
It is. Look, we sitting in here with the AC on right now, some cold water.
You won't hear babies running on the upstairs, hearing footprints and everything.
And everybody want to talk bad about it.
Be quiet now. You come in here, kick your feet up, whatever you want to do. It is a building, man. I want to make everybody feel comfortable.
Right.
If it's your session, it's your session. I'm going to lock the door and ain't nobody else coming through.
And everybody, look, and I'm just going to go ahead and give everybody a certain sense of security. The police do come through here quite often. And everything is barred up. Like the glass and everything is barred and caged up. Alarm system and night vision cameras. Well, that's how we get down.
That's all I'm going to tell you. I ain't tell you what else.
It is. Look.
I'm going to tell you.
Look, and all I told him was about my lightweight. I ain't going in everything else, you know. Boy. I ain't going past the Coubertin. No, I'm kidding.
Don't do that, boy. That's why I had no problems. Everybody knows.
They know what's going on with niggas like us. But you know what? We nice. We're nice guys, though, guys. We're nice guys. But, man, thank you very much, man. We're going to get into the real serious sessions of the studio here in a minute. Me and him is getting ready to put some work in until the night falls. Well, the night's already falling until probably the crack of dawn, you know, get our yawn on. But anyway, man, thank you, man. Love you. Appreciate everything that you do, man. Please look them up, check them out, especially on those drums, guys. Well, don't get them started on them drums, guys. But thank you for listening once again to the Cypha Omni Comedy Podcast.
Much love, man.
Oh, man, no problem, man, no problems. Also, man, I want to send a quick shout out, too, before I get done, man. Shout out to Lady N, Lady Nigga. What's going on, honey? You know what? Your man's in here getting ready to get it on and put it down. Not get it on that kind of way, but, you know, get ready to put it down. Shouts out to the kids. Love my kids. Love my family, you know what I'm saying? But as you hear, the beats is coming on right now, and we get ready to put in some work. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening in. Every Wednesdays, please look for the podcast. Please hit me up at cyphaomni@gmail.com, all one word, or Cypha Omni Podcast. Hit me up there. I also got a group, the Facebook group. Go into it. I post crazy stuff, get everybody going, get everybody laughing. You know, please jump into it, check it out, you know what I'm saying, and tell your friends, invite your friends. But you know what, if you act douchey, I'm going to have to cut you loosey. Alright? But alright, thanks again, guys. I hope you guys are having a good week. I'll at you next time on the flip side, bitches. Peace.
Cheer, man. Beauty and the Beast coming soon. Listening to that just open your eardrums. Fucking mix ain't a gimmick. Cypha. Reppin' that 316 Wichita, nigga. You ain't knowing you about to fucking learn real quick for the 07, man. Hardcore raps ain't a game, but I hold the dice on these fake fuckers trying to play like they roll a sight. My flow's a poltergeist, torturing your soul through mics, ripping niggas tenders till diminished like a boa strike. If you scared of me, better take your own advice, or your boys will have you laying dead under focus light. I ran through 60 niggas strong, better know the price. Just because your heart is pumping doesn't mean it holds a price. Hoodie on, black fitted when it's cold as ice, or when I have to pull a creep on a hoe at night. My stainless steel got fangs like a cobra bite. Find your body 40 days later under Noah's light. I stand above my competition from Jehovah's sight. I see your every move, nigga, with the glow of Christ. And if you catch me with your bitch while she throws my pipe, I'll uppercut you to the curb like I stole your bike. Not impressed cause your style, well, it's no surprise. I bring a fire with my tongue and my molars hype. Leave your body in the brush where the locusts cry. I'm the last thing you saw before I close your eyes. They should chisel all my lines on a go describe, because I'm speaking like a prophet with an ominous plight. I mastered the art of fighting where the lotus thrive. So when you speaking all that noise, I'll explode on sight.